seems that every day we hear negative stories about kids. Kids in crack, juvenile crime, gangs, dropouts. But there are a lot of kids achieving some really fantastic goals. And our next story is about one of them. He's a young immigrant who, in spite of a rugged Manhattan environment, is still reaching for success. Dumare Louis has a dream. It started when he came to this country from Haiti. He was 7 years old, and the radio was his main source of entertainment. So it's only natural that radio DJs would become his idols.
Like, I was 11 years old, and I had, like, all these kind of different personalities on the radio, and I wanted, like, to be like them, so.
So in spite of the fact that English was not his native language, Dumare set out to get on the airwaves. To get started, he picked up the phone and called his favorite disc jockey.
I called him and said, Magic Man, I'm your biggest fan. He said, why, thank you, Dumare. Then his next word, hold on. He put me out for like hours, you know.
Sirius XM 100 Magic Mac, you're on the phone with? Where are you calling from? You're calling 100, you get tickets to the Z100 Beach Boy Party at Palladium, yes!
Magic Matt Allen is a popular afternoon drive DJ at Z100. Although Matt receives hundreds of calls during his broadcast, he was sincerely touched by this caller's interest and perseverance.
I think his opening line was, I'm your biggest fan. I think I was only at the station for about a month then, but so, and I said, oh, well, you know, thank you very much. And he wanted to get into broadcasting. He said, how do I do it? And I told him, I said, well, here's how I start.
He told me that he once had his own station at home. He had his first job when he was like 14 years old at a radio station, and he told me to go get a wireless microphone from Radio Shack. But like they were like in the $70-something, right? And I didn't have like $70-something to spend on a microphone, right? A wireless microphone. Then, so I got myself a walkie-talkie. I changed the frequency.
The music sounds best on WDAY-FM. I am tomorrow.
Many kids, they'll call me and they'll ask advice as far as, you know, how did you get into broadcasting? How did you get into radio? What do I have to do? Well, he actually did it and he followed through. And he calls me the next week and says, all right, I got it all together. I've got the little FM transmitter. But, you know, I can't broadcast all around Manhattan. No, they can only hear me in my building.
In his quest to reach a larger audience, Dumare called every radio station in the city and finally got an invitation from WBAI, a listener-supported station.
In the summer, I think it was, Dumare came through the station, and he was really energetic, and he wanted to, initially, he wanted to have a radio program. I mean, that's basically what everybody wants to do. We get hundreds of calls a day. Everyone wants to go on the air before anything. So we tried to explain to him that there were other things that he could do also. You know, he needed to develop his technical skills. He needed to do some research.
He started as a WBAI intern, developing technical and editing skills, and it wasn't long before his enthusiasm was rewarded.
So they told him, okay, well, what you need to do is perhaps put together a 15-minute piece, and we'll run it on Friday mornings, and it's a very popular program. So he did so, and, you know, everybody liked it. I mean, this is this young kid on the block, you know, and he has all this energy, and he's into rock. And we're not a rock station, you know. We're eclectic in the sense, but we do some rock, some new music, and so it was okay.
Get ready. New York, New Jersey, Long Island, Connecticut. Why don't you just come to WBAI every Friday?
So now, at age 14, Dumare Louis has his own radio show, and he talks to the entire metropolitan area.
That's new music on the way by Q-Trip. So stay tuned for that.
Not being his native language, it is kind of interesting why he would want to be a broadcaster, because he speaks French fluently. But he has this incredible knack. There's a certain accent that comes out. But even over the last year that him and I have talked, he has gotten so much better because I tell him, how to pronounce certain things. And he can do the opening to Z100 incredible, like weekend sound best on Z100. He knows how to do that, you know. He sounds like a pro already.
From radio station WHCFM, Z100 New York City, it is my pleasure to present to you Magic Matt Allen.
Thank you so much, Dumare. Thank God you're not long-winded.
My first show was so messed up, you know, out of stage. Then I had to go on the air live and nothing to say. I was mumbling, you know, like, I was in a state of shock.
The state of shock did not last long. He continues to develop his skills as a DJ, and he is getting better all the time. His relationship with his disc jockey idol has grown into a very good friendship.
Like, he takes me places like to MTV, at a backstage past concert to Lisa. I'm like, he takes me a live place, and you're like, he's been like a big brother to me that I didn't have, you know.
He loves this business. I mean, see, that's the thing that I love about him, is that he really has a love for the business, and he'll listen to Z100 and he'll pick up certain things that we do on the air, and he'll copy us. And he'll do it over the phone, and I can't believe how good he sounds.
Everybody at WGAI-FM radio, I am Dumare, the DJ, broadcasting live.
Dumare plans to finish high school and then go on to college. He also plans to stay active in radio and someday become a famous disc jockey. When New York